Welcome to my channel Math with Nazia. In this video we are going to learn how to find a square root of a decimal number using division method. I have already explained how to find a square root by prime factorization and division method in my previous video. You can refer that. Now we are going to find the square root of a decimal number. So our first example for today is 0.00059049. So we have like this number. Usually all the students would think such a big number and how to find the square root of this, but this is very easy. So let's start doing it. As our regular division method, as we did the whole number division of a square for square roots, we are going to do the same method, but this is with decimals. So 0.00059049. So what was our first step? From the right hand side we are going to pair the numbers. We are going to take two numbers. So this will be one pair and this will be one pair and this will be. So now we have paired the numbers. So before decimal there is a 0. So we will put a 0 point. And after that again we have a pair of zeros. So we will put a 0. And then now we have 05. 05 we can take it as 5. So the square number before 5 is 2. So let me take it as 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So you have to write 4 below 5. And then let's subtract these two. So when you subtract these two, 5 minus 4 is 1. Then what is the next step? Yes, we bring down the two digits, next two digits. So usually in square root we bring down two digits at one time. Then after bringing down two digits, our next step is add 2 with this, because we have here 2 and 2 plus 2 will become 4. So now we have to put one number here and a similar number here. So we can put a 4 here and we will put a 4 here. Always remember, we will put the same numbers in the ones place and in the quotient. So 44 times 4 is 176. So now let's subtract 190 with 176. So 190 minus 176 is 14. And as usual, now after that I'm going to repeat the same steps. I'm going to bring down the other two digits, which is 49. Then the next step is, since we had put 4 here, we have a 4 here, we will add 4 here. So this is 48. And now what number would come nearby 8, and the same number should be in the quotient place also. So here let's put 3, and here also we will put 3. So 483 times 3 is 1449. So now let's subtract this. We get our answer as 0. So the square root of, sorry, I forgot to put a square root. So square root of 0.00599049 equals 0.0243. Isn't it easy? As we did in the whole numbers, how did we find the square root of that? In division method, the same method we are going to use, but there is a decimal here. That's the only difference. So now let's see our second example for today. So our second example is little different. Earlier we had 0 point. So now we will take the square root of 150.0625. So I have taken two different types of examples so that you have a clear idea of how to do the division of square roots. So this is also the same way we are going to do. We will write 150.0625. I am writing the numbers little apart so that it is easy for us to pair them. So as usual, we will start from the right side. We will pair it. The decimal, before the decimal will be paired separately, and after the decimal will be paired separately. So we will start from here. These two are in two pairs, and here after the decimal, again we will start from the right side. So these two numbers will be paired and one will be separate. So as usual, we will start doing the question. 1 is a square number. 1 times 1 is 1. We will subtract 1 and 1. So we get 0 here. So it's not necessary to write a 0 here. It's understood. I will directly bring down 5 and 0. That is, I'm going to bring down 50. Now as usual, I'm going to add again 1. So this is 1 plus 1 is 2. So 2 and what number here, and the same number should be written here. So if it is 22 times 2, whatever in the ones place we write the same number in the quotient. So 22 times 2 is 44. Now let's subtract 50 and 44. So 50 minus 44 is 6. Now since there is a decimal, I'll put a decimal here, and then I'll bring down the other 2 digits as usual, 0, 6. The same thing again I will add 2 here. Whatever number is in the ones place, you will add it up again. So we get a 24 here, and now we have to put one number so that we get 606 or somewhat before 606. So let me put a 2 here, and whatever number I'm going to put it in the ones place, I'll also repeat it in the quotient place. So 242 times 2. So 242 times 2 is 484. Now let's subtract this. We get, so 606 minus 484 is 122. So we have got this number, and now let's bring down the other 2 digits, that is 25. So now we have 12,225 here. Now the same thing, let us repeat it here. I'm just going to add the 2 and bring that down. I'll add a 2 here because 2 is in the ones place, 244. So now we have 244, and which number should I write here? The same number I should write here also. So let me write 5 and 5. So 2,445 multiplied by 5 is 1225. Now let's subtract this and we get a 0 here. So the square root of 150.0625 is equal to 12.25. Isn't it easy? We have to repeat the same steps again. So this is a very easy. If you work out few questions, it will be easier for you to solve. And if you have any queries regarding these type of questions, you can comment down in the comment section. And for more tips and tricks, do like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.